Welcome to Jenny's paleontology lesson and welcome to another video. So some of you might have noticed that I haven't been actually posting a whole lot for past almost a month actually, and that's because I'm currently a high school student and I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all my APs and my curriculums and all the final term projects and papers I have to turn. But now that I have all of those wrapped up, I'm ready to start making videos and talking about paleontology again. So, in this video, we're going to be introducing the lower level of the Raymond Alf Museum. I'm going to give you a brief description of the lower level and some of my favorite exhibits. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous video about the general layout of the museum and specific descriptions about its upper level, please go check that out. It's going to give you a much more comprehensive outlook on the museum in general, and I've put the link to that video in the description box down below. So, without further ado, let's get on talking about the lower level of this museum, or the Hall of Footprints. So the Hall of Footprints contains, as the name suggests, a lot of trackway fossils. As you walk down the stairs and look to your left, you'll see sort of like a kid section, and there's like a dig pit and some very cool machinery that shows different dinosaurs as the motion sensor sends you jumping, and some horns and some tubings that will make sounds akin to what we imagine the dinosaurs would have made. And that is usually one of my favorite sections to volunteer at during my volunteering, of course, during Discovery Days, because I was just love helping the kids and their parents and just seeing the sparks of interest in their eyes. It's really a magical moment. As you walk through the circular exhibition hall downstairs, you'll find yourself encountering a lot of different trackway fossils on the walls, laid out on tables in glass cases with some panels explaining what are some possible animals that left those trackways. And one thing that I really love about studying trackway fossils and really just studying about paleontology in general is because it's really a perfect balance of scientific rigor and this unbounded creativity, because it requires paleontologists to sort of extract every single little detail that you can extract from a certain piece of fossil, but then using their imagination, their creativity, to sort of construct something that does not exist in this world anymore. And their morphology, their behaviors, their diets, and so much more. And that's why, that's one of the reasons why I love the study of trackway fossils and paleontology so much. There is also a section in the lower floor of the museum where there's sort of this big glass window, and if you look through that, you can see a lot of fossil preparation work being done inside. And something that I really love about fossil preparation is how it really changed how I view myself, because previously I've always seen myself as someone who lacked a bit of patience and always wanted to get things done on time and move on to the next, a very assertive and goal-oriented person. However, with fossil preparation, you really have to take your time and just go at it. Go at the piece of fossil, go at the matrix around it. And I remember during my limited fossil preparation experience, I remember just looking through the microscope at the little piece of fossil that I'm working on, scratching away at the surface with the pin vise. And I could literally do that for an hour and a half or 2 hours without even noticing the time has really passed by, because I was so focused on that one thing. And I think that in this modern world where distractions are really prevalent and everywhere, it's really a magical moment where you get to focus on something so deeply and so concentratedly work on something for such a long period of time that you love. And that's something that I really love about fossil preparation. And that's all I have for you today about the lower level of the museum. Of course, there are a lot more exhibits in the museum on both levels, on the upper floor and the lower floor, and I highly encourage all of you to go visit the museum. Of course, not now, until the quarantine is lifted. And as of now, just stay safe, stay at home, drink water, stay healthy, and hopefully see you next time.